got to work for it, fight for it, day and night for it. And every generation got to win it again. Pass it on to your children, mother. Pass it on to your children, brother. You got to work for it, fight for it, day and night for it. Pass it on to your children. Pass it on.
Trade unionism originated in the 19th century in response to cruel labor practices against a vulnerable population. Those most heavily affected by the brutality of the Industrial Revolution included immigrants and children. This is UFCW Local 1428. It's one of the many unions located across California that represent 1.3 million workers from grocery and healthcare to cannabis and retail, among others. Unions throughout history have been the forefront of labor movements, especially in the United States. You can thank unions for our current labor laws and regulations. In today's day and age, unions are fighting harder than ever to continue to improve the workplace for employees and decrease the power gap between workers and management. During their vaccine clinic, we sat down with two of the local staff members to talk about unions and what they hope to achieve for the world around them. This is Mark Ramos, UFCW Local 1428's current president. Growing up, Mark found inspiration from his mother.
Growing up in the projects in East LA, my mother decided to organize other mothers to form a group to advocate for after-school programs for kids so they didn't join gangs. That was an extremely influential point in my life where I got to see my mom doing different things to make our little community better. Being here at the local, being surrounded with people who I work with every day, we all just believe in one simple idea. And it's very simple. We use the motto, building better communities. I think that we're in a period of time with so much economic disparity and inequality that corporations have figured out if they keep workers hungry, that they will be fearful of losing the little bit that they do have, and they're less likely to stand up and organize themselves or come together. Our job here as a local union is not just at the bargaining table or just not on the shop floor, but it's also being involved locally. We're a very community-oriented local union here.
Unions like these build their aspirations on the idea that it's bigger than just better workplace environments. That's definitely important, of course, but by starting there, unions create a wave of positive impact. If your workplace is happy, you can be happy too, and promote better welfare wherever you go.
Especially being a woman in this movement, I believe that I want to pull up another sister with me.
Daliana Spates is the Secretary-Treasurer of Local 1428. By being in the union, she knows she has a voice in changing the landscape of workplace environments for women.
You know, my parents came to this country in 1969. They came here with $300 in their pocket, and actually it was from the International Rescue Committee. Okay, so they came from former Yugoslavia, which is now Serbia. When I have to look at that culture and they're allowing women to leave their workforce for a year and protect their job, and here my contract has 6 months, and that's because our contract has it. To a normal employee, that only is protected for 12 weeks under FMLA. What is wrong with this country? You know, I mean, my parents left the country for improved working conditions, and I want to see one day that we're equal to that a woman can raise their child for their first year. The growth that would happen for that child and the benefits to the overall community, I mean, that's huge. Because if you spend time with your child, it gives them an opportunity to feel safe, grow, learn.
For union members, it's more than just a job. Everyone wants to be here, and they genuinely want to make a difference in their communities. For them, it's all about bringing everyone up together. Corporations, on the other hand, have always stepped on people's toes in order to grow. Their employees get left behind in the forward march for progress, reducing them down to capital.
So the money's just coming in, and you have these greedy CEOs who don't need the money, just hogging it up, and then they promote like, oh yeah, we do help the workers. Yeah, you give a few cents here and there to charities, but look, the workers that that work for you can't put food on the table. How is this right in America today?
So, what can people do to support unions?
One of the best things people can do to kind of support this idea of what organized labor is to know who organized labor is. That we're just people. We're your neighbors, and we're just folks who are trying to every day just to survive, to pay our bills, and create a better life for our kids. There are more of us, there are more workers than there are managers. When we think about where the real power lies with the person who is operating the machine. And again, our voices are much louder when we shout collectively.
Thanks to unions, we get to enjoy our youth without working, free from childhood labor. Sick leave and paid vacation were never initiated by the businesses. We have a lot to be thankful for, but ask union workers like Mark and Daliana, and they'll tell you that there's more work to be done. And it's true. With predatory businesses and companies that refuse to unionize, the fight is far from over. Now, more than ever, our voices must be heard. We, the people, must realize that we are where the real power lies.